Welcome back, guys. Today in this video we are going to create the functionality of sending a new private message to any user, and for that we will be using the Vue multiselect library. Okay, this is one of the multiselect libraries which is currently working with Vue.js 2, and I find it very easy to use. So let's start right from the installation. Okay, I'm going to in my client add this. Okay, and let it install. In the meantime, what we are going to do is, in my Sublime, go to our components, private message, and compose. So this is where we are going to need that multi-select component, right? What I'll still add it in my main.js. Let's keep it as a global thing. So okay, I'm importing this and we need to add that as a component. So all right, so this is what we wanted to do. Let us see if the package is already there. Yes, it is. Now Chrome. Okay, so the next step is basically we need to work with the create message. Now in here I will need the user list so that the user can select. So what I will do is, let's take our computed properties. I'll need the map state, so I'll pull it here, and then I'll copy this part, computed. So I'm going to need the PM store, but I will also need the user store. So like so. Okay, and let us see what is our user store looking right now. I have set user, I have clear auth, but I don't have any method which will give me the user list, so we'll need to create that. So we will come here, get user list. This is going to be the function which we are going to call. Okay, in this I will have commit, and that should be the only thing which we need to pass. So have return, I'm calling view, no I'm not, so import. Okay, and in this return view dot dollar http get. Now I need to pass a URL which I haven't done, so let's go to our config file. This is user list URL. Okay, we have created that API point, but the strange thing is it doesn't reflect in my user store. Anyways, so we have this URL which is, if we can quickly check our api.php in Laravel, user list, user controller, response data, user role. Fine. So it's a simple implementation right now. We are going to use that. We'll need this URL value, and fine. I'm going to import that in here. Let me copy this again, and so I'm going to call this URL with the headers. Okay, I don't have the get headers also, so copy this, and I'll then do then response. We'll get the response here. let's for now console and see what is the response. So coming back to our store, we'll have the created method, and in that this dot dollar store, like so. Save it. Let's see what's happening. Get is undefined. User store line number 28. This is this dollar view dollar http dot get. That's strange. Oh, I'm sorry. This is view dot http, I think. Yes. So the response is coming. I have these three users, which is fine. So now, what are the mutations? I have set auth user and I have this clear, but I don't have any user list. So set underscore user underscore list. I'll need the state and the users, and we don't have any constant for that as well. So users is an array, and I'll have state dot users equals users. So this is done. I can now do commit set user list with response dot data dot body. Okay, and because this is a promise, I'll return the response body just like that. Nothing. If I need to handle something, I can do that. So we are returning this and we are returning this, and hence in here I can, if required, do this. Then anyways, right now we are keeping it simple. We have the list. Now we need to populate our multi-select with that. So I need a data object first of all. Okay, and in that we will do the return. Now we need to have some way of keeping the user selected, right? So user selected, we will keep it null. We will need a subject, which for now is an empty string, and the message, which is again an empty string. Okay, now in here we just have the area to create the form, right? So form v on submit dot prevent will have a function name called handle form submit. Let me quickly write down the markup, or no, actually, for the multi-select I will need to explain you a few things. So let's go together. The label will be select a user. Okay, and in here I'll pass the directive. Okay, the multi-select. Now the first thing which we need to pass is the v model. Okay, which is going to be let me see, I have in my data object, why don't we wrap it in pm like this? Okay, it will make things easy. So pm dot user selected, so my v model will be pm dot user selected. Okay, then just format it a bit so that I can understand it properly. Now we need to send the options, which is like this: options equals user store dot users. Okay, we have already populated that. Then there are some options in multi-store. If you see the single select and then the object, So this is how it is expecting the data, and these are the ways which we can do the v model, the deselect label, track by label, placeholder, options, searchable equals false. A lot of things are there which you should explore so that you understand the plugin well. um, I'll quickly tell you which ones I am using. Searchable, which is going to be true so that the user can from a long list type the username and then select it. um, I'll need to make sure that close on select is equal to true. Okay, which means if someone is selecting a user, then the dropdown should close automatically. Show labels. Okay, and that should be false. I will be using the values, so I don't need to show the labels. And I need to whenever there is an object, if we are getting an array, then it's okay. But if we are sending an object, then we need to tell multiselect how we are going to track. So that is track by. Okay, and that should be my id equals id, and the label which it needs to show as a value will be name. Okay, let's add a placeholder will be select a user, like so. Let's see if we are getting that. No. Options expects array got undefined, which is strange. User store dot users, which is fine. Yes. Let me see the view. UX user store users. I'm still getting undefined, and that is the reason. Okay, I haven't refreshed. I guess that was the problem. Now I don't see any user. Oh, it's still undefined. Something wrong with our store, I guess. Let's see. We have set user list, which is getting committed here, and I will need to console it. We were getting the user objects, so why is it not working? Suddenly the URL which was working some time back is not giving me any data. Okay, so we are getting the three users. I can do a search, and on select it will close, and I can also select anyone from here. Moving forward, we need to finish our form, right? So this is where is it? Form label. I'll need to create a div group. So div form group, sorry, and then this new form group, which should have a label subject. My input type will be text, and v model is pm dot subject class control, and placeholder is enter subject. This is done, and the last one, this is going to be a text area. Okay, name message. I don't need any id or rows or columns. I'm straight away going to say v model equals pm dot message. Okay, class is form control, and then button btn primary, and I have the fa save, and I'll say send. So let us see. Fine, we have this form ready. This is our handle submit, so we need to create that method. This is our data. Methods is an object, and in that, this is my function console.log this dot pm. Let's see. This test. So message is there, subject is there, and user selected is the object with email ID. Now obviously, currently we are keeping it to only one user, and that's why I have a single select. I haven't done a multi-select. If you see, multi-select has a different option. In the HTML, the multiple equals true flag is set, which I haven't done. I am um, assuming right now that the functionality is I will send only one user one private message, and then if I want to send it again, I will do another. Okay, so we need to just now handle the save. We are going to do in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like the video, do click on the thumbs up icon and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.